I just got back from my hot yoga class, clearly, and I am starving. So I'm gonna make pancakes because I got the Trader Joe's pumpkin pancake mix, the gluten-free kind, and I still haven't made them, and I think I got it in October. So I want to make some because I also got maple syrup the other day, which is the reason why I hadn't made them, because like I wanted maple syrup and I didn't have any. And I feel like pancakes just don't taste the same if you don't have it. So got that. So let's make some pancakes and then we'll catch up on everything that's been going on. Okay, so I have not really vlogged in like a hot minute, and there is a reason to that. It's the Monday before Thanksgiving, and the last vlog you saw was probably October like 27th-ish, like when 1989 came out. So it's been like a good month. And there's multiple reasons why I've been MIA. The number one reason is that my external hard drive that I use to like store all my videos and vlog footage and all the things decided to corrupt earlier this month, and I had to go figure out how to get my files back. I didn't get all of them back, I got most of them. It was a long and expensive process. And now I'm re-editing everything that I had ready, and it was just a lot. And on top of that, I just have lately felt like I needed a little extra income, just a little extra something. Truthfully, like inflation has been really hard, and I just think people in general aren't shopping as much. I feel like the cost of living in every place in the US has just been crazy high lately, and I don't feel right pushing so much product at everybody all the time. So I kind of just wanted to find some extra side jobs to kind of make up for some of the income. So I've been applying to a lot of jobs over the past couple of weeks as well. I have one currently that's like it's not full part-time, it's more of like a contract type of work where I'm helping run the social media for a local business here in LA that's a clothing brand. So that's been really fun. Ideally, I would like to do at least like one more thing. In a perfect world, I would have like multiple social media clients because I feel like that's just something I do very well. I know how to do it. I feel very confident about it, and I'm like very quick and efficient with it, so I can manage multiple things at once and not feel super overwhelmed. But I haven't been able to like find another one that matches my values and morals and also like I want to work with. Regardless, it's just been a lot of things going on my end of just like trying to figure my life out, balancing new job opportunities and also some new friendships. I have made some new friends over the past weeks and just trying to like dive into that, and also just trying to take decent care of myself because I always get pretty depressed in the winter months. Seasonal depression hits me very hard. I think especially just living by yourself, it just gets like dark so early and it gets cold and it just like makes me not want to leave my apartment, and I just get kind of like sad and tired and not really my usual self. So I'm trying very actively to fight that. It's not a perfect scenario, but I've found that waking up extra early has been really good for me. My usual wake up time is like 7:30, so it's not like I wake up late at all, but because the sun sets so early, I think sunset's literally at 4:50 here, I just want extra daylight because by the time 8 p.m. rolls around, I'm ready for bed, but that's like so early. So I'm like, if I'm gonna go to bed that early because I'm just feeling so exhausted by the end of the day, I might as well just try to get up earlier so I can still have a full day and not feel like I'm just sleeping the day away. So I'm trying to wake up earlier. I woke up at 6 this morning, went to the yoga class at 7, just because I know that if I book a class, I'm not gonna skip it because I have to pay like a fee if you skip. So I like force myself to it. And it's been good. Doesn't work every day. Some days I do end up sleeping in till like 7 as per usual, but like very much trying to chase the daylight nowadays. So that being said, we do have quite a bit of work to get done this week before I go back to Indiana for Thanksgiving. I leave on Wednesday, so really it's just today and tomorrow to kind of get my life together, and I'm gonna bring you guys along with me because it's been so long since I vlogged and I kind of miss it. So we'll just keep catching up throughout the day. Okay, so I am going to be working a little bit on a custom piece. I do have quite a few custom orders for the remainder of the Eras tour. Obviously most of these are international for the international dates, but a lot less than what I took on for the first US leg. So currently I'm working on the Midnight Rain like vigilante shit bodysuit, but I'm making a whole separate video on how I'm making that, so I'm not gonna share like too in depth of like a behind the scenes on this video. You're getting like a full video on it, but currently working on just the actual bodysuit first, and then we're gonna get into all the like bedazzling and stuff. But I really want to just finish up the actual bodysuit itself, just get it fully done. I was waiting on the zipper to come in and the adjustable straps also to come in, like the little pieces you need for it. So I just got those in and I'm ready to kind of finish adjusting everything. So that is what we're gonna work on for a little bit today, and then we'll see where else the day takes us. Okay, so I just worked on this bodysuit. This is the finished plain bodysuit with nothing on it. I'm gonna start doing all the bejeweling, bedazzling, fringe, all that stuff later. But it is about lunchtime, so I'm going to make some lunch. And I think later today we need to do some editing because, like I said, my hard drive broke earlier this month and I have to re-edit all my videos. So I had one video edited, which by the time this one's up, it's already up. But like I need to upload it ASAP because I've been MIA on YouTube for I think 2 weeks because of all this. So ideally I want to get that one fully edited, but I just like really wanted to get this done too before I left for Thanksgiving. So I'm trying to like divvy up my time nicely. Let's have some lunch and then get to it. Okay, I am exporting my video, finished editing it. I did end up losing more clips than I thought, or more parts of clips. It wasn't like full clips that I lost, it would be like it blacked out halfway through the clip. So my vlog ended up being a couple minutes shorter than I wanted it to. It was only 16 minutes, and I think when I first had it edited, it was closer to 20 or like over 20. So I did lose a bit, but I'm just glad I still have most of it and like the more important parts of it. So I am gonna upload that right now and get that going. I also have a meeting here in 30 minutes that was actually very last minute. They literally just asked me if I could, and I am doing it for just like a random other potential opportunity, not particularly work related, but just like random content opportunity. So I'm gonna do that in about 30. It's 3:25 right now, so the call's at 4. And once I get this video up, I think we might start bedazzling the bodysuit a little bit, or at least like maybe playing around with the fringe. Or I will start planning out some videos that I want to film tomorrow for the brand that I'm working with. They have a physical store in LA that I'm gonna go to. I haven't actually met them in person yet, but they want to film some stuff, so I said that I could go to the store tomorrow and we could get just like a lot of content done so that I can edit over the weekend and just have things prepped. So I need to kind of plan out what videos we want to do. They're kind of giving me a lot of free reign on just like ideas and everything. Like I'm quite literally coming up with all the concepts and doing everything. Obviously they have a say in absolutely everything, and they've just been very supportive of my ideas, which has actually been really nice, because I feel like for other brands that I worked with last year when I took on some random contract work, they were really specific about what kind of content they wanted, and like their numbers weren't good and they still wanted me to do the same thing they had been doing, and they wouldn't let me like try new things to try to get their numbers up. And like I just feel like they didn't trust my like expertise in it, versus like the brand I'm working with right now is very trusting of my expertise and like really asks me a lot of questions and asks my advice and suggestions, and I just very much appreciate that. It makes it so much easier. So anyway, that being said, I need to come up with some video concepts that we want to shoot tomorrow just to be prepared and be as efficient as possible. And I know I'm going to do that at some point today, but I don't know if it's going to be like work on bodysuit and then do that later tonight, or maybe I'm just going to go full force into that. We'll see. But I'm gonna take this call here soon and then we'll figure that out later. Okay, so I had my call and I am so mad. They want to do something with me on December 16th, but I am going to be in Dallas by then because I already booked my flights for Christmas. I leave that day, so I can't do it, and I'm really sad about it. But anyway, one of these days I'll come around to being able to do this, and then I'll share with you guys what it is. But I don't want to jinx myself, so I don't want to like put it out there, but it's happened like like twice already where I've been reached out to about this and I'm out of town just because they do it so last minute, so it's like hard to plan in advance. But anyway, that being said, it is now 4:45, so the sun is down and it is freaking dark in here, which like makes me automatically just want to like shower and get like ready to eat dinner. So I think I am just gonna go ahead and shower, also just because I literally smell disgusting from hot yoga earlier. But I'm such a night showerer that I don't like to shower right away from hot yoga, especially if I'm just gonna be home. Like I don't care that much. So that being said, I'm gonna shower and then we're going to make dinner and then kind of vibe for the rest of the night. I think I'm going to start with the bodysuit. Now that I have the video edited, it took me less time than I thought it would. I forgot that I had already kind of started editing it, so it wasn't too bad. It's already uploading, so that is like set to go for tomorrow. I'm gonna start on the bodysuit and then kind of just like think up of ideas for filming for the brand tomorrow, kind of while I do it. I feel like sometimes I just have to like sit and just be actively thinking and then I'll come up with something. But that's the plan for the rest of the night. I'm gonna shower and then we'll get to it. Okay, so I had dinner and I think I'm gonna start working on this bodysuit, but I don't really want to share too much of it on this vlog because like I said, I am making like a full video on just this bodysuit. So you got a little sneak peek, but I don't want to share like all the bedazzling just yet because I feel like that's the most exciting part. So stay tuned. It'll probably be like within a couple months that I actually post that video because it's gonna take me a while to finish, but I'm really excited about it. I will catch you guys tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and get started on this. Today has been a slow day already. I could not get myself up for the life of me today. I snoozed my alarm so many times, but I finally got up at like 7:15, which I know is still very early, but like I set my alarm for 6:30 and I literally went to bed at like 9. So there's no reason I should be sleeping in when I went to bed so early. That being said, I had breakfast and I'm making my thumbnail for my YouTube video that I uploaded yesterday, or that I scheduled to upload yesterday because I forgot I haven't done it yet. I'm doing that really quick, and then I need to figure out what time I'm gonna head into the store to help film videos and content. I haven't asked. I think they're probably there all day, but I feel like I should ask what their preference is on that. So that's my current situation. I also need to pack at some point today because I leave tomorrow and I just like hadn't thought about it yet. So I'm gonna finish up this thumbnail and then we will get to work. Packing and then I was like, oh, I'm running really low on socks, so I should go do a load of laundry. I go to the laundry room and I come across this. So now I can't do my laundry, or not on the machine anyway. Sure, could I go to a laundromat? Yeah, but do I want to? Absolutely not. So I could just take it to my brother's house and do laundry there when I go to Indiana, but I don't have that much room in my suitcase. But maybe I will. I'll bring like a little bit. I just like, at least like my socks and underwear really need to like get washed. Everything else, it's like I have enough clothes that I can wear whatever. It's not that deep, but I might just do that. This is great. This is good. So the store wants me to come in this afternoon, so I'm just gonna try to get all of my little errands and things done right now. One of the other things that I really need to do is clean the inside of my car. My friends and I had a little Friendsgiving and I made all the food for it, and I was bringing back the like giant chicken I made, and it was like in a container and we had it covered, but we had it covered with aluminum foil, but it had quite a bit of like liquid to it, like all the like the sauce and whatever that was in. And LA has pretty bumpy streets, so So anyway, I had it on the floor of my car. I hit a couple of bumps, so it spilled out a little bit. And I thought I had gotten it out the other day, and I got into my car yesterday and it still smelled like chicken. So I'm gonna go to round 2 of trying to clean this out. And if I can't get this out by myself, I'm gonna eventually have to take it to get detailed. But just like, I'm really trying to avoid that because it wasn't that much that spilled. It spilled mostly on like the rubber mat that goes like on the floor of your car. And I got that out the day of and like cleaned it in my shower or whatever. That was good. But a tiny bit of it like leaked onto like the actual floor of my car, which is kind of carpeted. So it kind of like stays a little bit. So I'm really hoping I try to get that out. But I am going to go out there and try to clean her up. So that's what we're about to go do. No idea if that worked or not. I really hope so because I am tired of it. Next plan of action is that I need to return this hard drive that I got at Best Buy because when my hard drive corrupted a couple weeks ago, I went to get it fixed, but I needed to buy a new hard drive for them to like put the old data on. So I went to Best Buy and bought whatever they had. I went to the Geek Squad and I was like, give me your best like 4 or 5 terabyte hard drive, whatever. They told me this was the best one. And then I went to the data recovery center and they were like, do not use this. They're like, we'll put all your stuff on it, but get it off of there immediately once you like get it. Because I guess in the Geek Squad's eye, this one is an SSD, so it's like harder to hack into, like it's more protected in that way. But because of that, if it were to corrupt, it would be really difficult to get the data off of it. So it's not really ideal for me. Regardless, they told me it was not a good idea, and so I'm gonna go try to return this because I got a different hard drive, transferred all the data, so this one is fully deleted now. And it was an expensive one. This was more expensive than the ones I usually get. I always get the Seagate ones and they're like 100-ish for the 4 terabyte, 120 maybe. And they've been great, and the data recovery place told me that they were really good hard drives, that I just happened to have bad luck with the one that got corrupted. But I've used those for years and they're really great. And this one was $275. So like for it to be more expensive and for them to be like, don't use it, I'm definitely returning this. I also want to go buy a new book for my flight because I've been in a big reading era lately. I've read like 3 books in the past like month and I need a new one. For those of you wondering, this all started this summer when my friend Leron was like, you need to read all the Emily Henry books, and I was like, okay, sure. So I ended up reading them because we went to the beach a bunch or just like picnicked out and about, and just like it was a fun little thing for us to do. So I finished all those books. They're so good. And then my friend Emily got me the book on honeymooners for my birthday because she heard I liked Emily Henry. She was like, I think you really like this one too. It was so good. Finished that one recently. And then I also read Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and it was so good. It was one of those books that I literally could not put down. I think I read the last half of it almost in like one night, like stayed up late reading because I just couldn't put it down. So that one was really good. And then I realized she's the same author of 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, which I've heard huge things about. I feel like that was a huge book talk one and I just heard the name a lot. So I bought that one at the airport a couple weeks ago when I was flying back from Indy. Finished it within like 2 days. It was so good. And I've also come to realize she's the same author of Daisy Jones and the Six, which I've never watched the actual show. I heard it was good, but obviously I think her writing is incredible because both of her books I have not been able to put down ever. So I think I want to get that one or just another one of the vibe. I've just loved reading. I also finished Call It What You Want last night, which was okay. It's this girl's like debut novel, so obviously you can't expect it to be great. I don't think she had an editor for it because there's a few mistakes, but also it was cute and it was fun and an easy read, so it was fine. But yeah, follow me on Goodreads if you want because I've been keeping up with all my books on there. I've only put in all the books that I've read this year. I don't want to like actually put in every book I've ever read because I kind of just want to track from like now forward. So anyway, mini book rant. All that to say is that I want to get a new book. That is essentially what I'm trying to say. I got back a little bit ago, but I got distracted because I was told that the brand that I'm working with had the video that I made reposted onto Me Too, which is a huge platform. So we've been gaining a lot of followers from that. And it just got me thinking about the fact that I have been able to grow this brand's account so much within the past week. And like, sure, part of it can be attributed to luck, as a lot of things are when it comes to social media, but I also think that I do actually have a whole lot of knowledge behind social media and I've been doing it for so long, and and it's so fulfilling to see that I am actually able to do it for somebody else, because a lot of times social media can be linked down to your personality and people liking you as a person. So I feel like a lot of people that follow me like me, and that's why they follow me, and that's why they like my brand, because it's my face, it's my personality, and they're attracted to that. But to know that I'm able to find success for another brand without using my face and without being connected to them, it's just like really cool. So anyway, I have been wanting to find more clients for socials, and honestly I've gotten rejected by a lot of people, which is fine. I've applied to so many jobs, probably over like 50-ish jobs, and I've gotten rejected by pretty much every single one except for the one I'm working for, which is fine. You know, if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. But I figured I could honestly probably find clients on my own at this point just by showing my credentials and like sharing it on socials. So I just made a little TikTok sharing like my success story with my client, and hopefully I can maybe reach an audience, maybe get a client through that. But it's so frustrating when you have to put your social media like credentials and everything you've done on a resume, especially for me, because one, I don't have a bachelor's degree, I only have an associate's degree, and so many jobs are like bachelor's required, which like sure, but also like, is it really necessary when it comes to creative jobs? I personally don't think so, because I have found success without it. Two, when it comes to social media jobs, I don't know what universities are like teaching nowadays, but I don't think you can learn socials through a class as much as you can through just like actually doing it and trial and error and actually just going for it, which I obviously have a lot of years of experience of at this point. And it's just so personality based when it comes to socials that it just like doesn't look the same written on paper. So it's been frustrating to try to apply to all these jobs and like look like I have less credentials than maybe somebody who like has a bachelor's degree and has worked at a big company or whatever, versus me who like has an associate's and like has only worked for themselves. But with that being said, I am determined to find clients in my own way if all these big brands want to reject me. So that being said, if you're watching this and you want to hire me, obviously like it is a legit job, like you do actually have to pay me, but I am very open to seeing if we could work together. But again, as you would probably imagine, I would prefer to work with only ethical brands, preferably sustainable as well, but my bigger value is definitely ethics and just making sure everybody is being paid properly in your supply chain. And then if you're sustainable, that's just an extra bonus. Minimum, people need to be paid properly. So that's a side tangent. I am probably gonna have lunch soon and then get ready to head down to the store. I'm super excited. I've never met them in person. That'll be really fun. And also just like actually creating content for them versus like using clips and stuff that they've given me. Big difference. So very excited about it. Okay, so obviously I just got back. It is 3:40, so I beat the traffic there and back, which I'm really excited about because I was really scared. I was like, if I'm going late, I'm gonna hit traffic all the way back, but I didn't. It was actually perfectly fine. I am going to send myself all the videos to my computer so I can edit them on here. I took quite a few videos in the store, and then they also airdropped me some pictures of the photo shoot they did. I told them to keep taking more BTS and give them to me. It was nice to also just like talk and chat with them about how they want the brand to look, where they want it to go. They got their first website order today, which is really exciting, so we were also able to do a little video of them packaging it up. And yeah, it's been really good. I vibe with them really well, which I think is also really important. They're doing another photo shoot supposedly on Monday, next Monday, so next week, and I think I'm going to attend that one so that I can get BTS content and videos and stuff, which I'm excited about as well. So lots of good things happening. I'm gonna try to edit all their content tonight, or at least most of it, and then I'll show you guys all of the different concepts that I come up with and kind of show you how I make all my content, because a lot of the times when it comes to working with brands like this, they already have a lot of BTS content, so you have to use what they have and kind of work around it, versus you being like the one thinking of how to film it and edit it and like having a concept in your head already. So it's fun because sometimes you just get to like think, okay, like how can I use this clip multiple times? How can I like repurpose it, reuse it to make the most of the content they've given you? I'm excited to get started on this. Okay, it is not that much later. It's literally 5:20. It looks like it's midnight right now. But I got 4 videos fully edited. So I'm gonna show you them obviously without music, also just because I'm gonna put different music on Instagram versus TikTok depending on what's trending and what's good. But here's the first one, just like a cute little packaging video of our first order. I love packing videos, and I think it allows people to trust your brand a little more, seeing that people are ordering from you and you are gonna ship it out, you are legit. It just kind of gives credibility. So did a cute little packaging video. Then I told them to show us like their current favorite pieces. So we did like current favorites, and then it's a few of the pieces, just 3 of them, just to be like, oh, like those are really cute. Next one is POV you visit our store. So just like a cute little video of just be inside of the store so people know that they can shop in person if they are local, which I just think is always nicer, that you can like go in and kind of feel everything, try everything on, all the things, and it looks really cute. There's also some exclusives to only the store that aren't online yet, so that's also kind of fun. And then our last one is how to style this cover up multiple ways. So there's 3 little ways, and at the end it's just like, which one do you prefer? Which is cute. So there's those 3. I haven't gone through the behind the scenes content that they gave me, but I'm sure that that also has quite a few content ideas possible in there. I sent them over and they loved them, so I'm just gonna find music for all of them on both TikTok and Instagram, then we'll be set to go. But that is all my work for today. I'm going to shower and get ready to like make dinner soon and finish packing up, get myself ready for tomorrow.